began 3.5 months ago has all built to this. The championship game in the Big 12 Conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes. We could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Rice Owls, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Handoff to the single back. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. Picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they love to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier and Lawrence Phillips and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the Huskers churn out another first down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Looking to throw it on first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
The Cornhuskers have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. Running back has it on a screen now. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes a good catch. He stopped, but he gets a first down. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
They're going to run the option. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming 3rd down call.
Convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He finds the running back in the flat.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
The Huskers looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Try to run it with the option. He'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. And the quarterback dropping back. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
Conference championship on the line. Now it's 3rd and goal on the opening drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
We made it. 3 points on the board. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Quick throw caught on the left side. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Going to success the formation. It's 3rd down. Motion now from the tight end. And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down at the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going.
3rd down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
We're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Look out, room to run here. Got the first down and still motoring. Touchdown. Oh, a tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. But settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Quick completion to the tight end. What a stiff arm. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
He'll hand it off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
What a huge 3rd down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
The Cornhuskers pick up enough yards to move the sticks. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Finding space at the 20. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
What really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So it's Rice in the lead here. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
They break the huddle for 3rd down and goal, and they punch it in from the 1. And try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to third and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Rice offense is out there again. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Keeping it on the ground here. Fights through the tackle. He's throwing some room at the 45. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Game makes it second and medium. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. Offense comes up on first down now. They get new life thanks to the defensive holding penalty on third down. And this time it's complete. He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And the single back takes the handoff. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the handoff. Will not be brought down. Touchdown, Rice. They could not stop him.
Well, your only chance to slow this guy down is you got to go low. How about the punishment he delivers to this defense? Next time, I guarantee they're diving for those ankles.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
That is a 1st down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Sticking with the running game. And tests the middle and gets stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the Huskers pick up enough to get a 1st down there. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. A quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. Goes off the stiff arm on the way to a solid game.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
2nd down after that completion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Cornhuskers with 1st and 10 here. And the wideout goes in motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Now here's the toss play. Breaks free. And that run produces a decent gain. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
He got it. The field goal's good.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Brought down to the 32, so good job by the returner there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Ball handed right there at the line, no gain. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
Passing efficiency is almost always higher off of play action. And you see why right here. The fake froze the defender for a second, and then the quarterback was able to zip it to the open player.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And now the handoff. Powering through. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
The important third down play coming up. Throwing off play action. That one's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, how about the defense here? Sitting back in cover two, taking away anything deep downfield. It puts pressure on the underneath coverage. The linebackers have to have some awareness. This linebacker did a nice job of being able to step up and make that interception.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called a duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Short completion there. Second down coming up. Looking for a receiver. He fires downfield. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
First and 10 play coming up. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. On first and 10, looking to throw. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
That is an ill-advised pass right there. Falling away from his target, throwing the ball off his back foot.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got a man down the middle. They make the stop, but that gains enough to set him up first down at the 14. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
This will likely be the last play of the half. The quarterback's got it on the option. Here's the handoff. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. One more play here before halftime. And it's a direct snap. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Hey, they roll the dice here and decide to be aggressive, and it pays off for a touchdown, and now they have the lead. They've worked themselves back to be in a great position. They got to feel great with how this first half has ended.
Try to add the lead now with a PAT. Make the extra point and go up 6. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Huskers will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackle at the 13. In a great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Trying to catch the defense with the draw. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. The back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
They'll kick it away here. And that will bounce and roll out of bounds, so no return. offense is back out on the field. Takes the toss, heads to his right. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
A gain makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Cornhuskers will have 1st and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And the Huskers line up with a 1st and goal. QB keeper all the way. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Huskers.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And here comes the Rice offense on the field now. Coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Running with purpose. Sophomore brought down after a nice run. This is a determined running back just refusing to be brought down that time by the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team, and you can see all that offseason work that he put in has paid off. That time, shaking free from those defenders and getting more positive yards. These linebackers better put on their big boy pads today facing a big physical runner like this who can take hits and give them back. The only way they can stop this running back consistently is with multiple defenders trying to bring him down.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive down multiple scores. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Breaks loose at the 40. Out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, a positive play from this offense.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, They've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. They'll hand it off. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown. Owls. This offense cannot be stopped.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Point after, not right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down to the 16. Would be better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. We'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And looking to throw now on first down. It's an outbound, the catch made. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught quickly. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter? Nebraska has the lead here. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Out of the RPO, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. Looking to throw here. He escapes the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
Movement here from the tight end. And he'll drop back here on third down. Going for his running back. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. And it's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
And the Rice offense is out there again. Receiver in motion now. The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking to throw. It's Day. Dump off caught by the running back. Brought down, but broke a tackle. It's a solid gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Makes the catch. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
You know, on third down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection, because you know that you're going to throw and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers win on the outside? They're able to do that, move those sticks. It's a first down.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
But that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Touchdown, Rice. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's another touchdown, an old-school performance for this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line, he decides to have his best game of the season in this game. Everybody watching. What a game.
PAT gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job of the coverage team. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. It's an option look. They'll tackle him at the 27.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option, whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The Cornhuskers pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
First down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They look to throw it here on second down. The ball is caught. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Can he make it to the marker? That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Gain makes it second and medium. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Here's the second down play. And he'll set up to throw. Comes up with the catch. And the defense wraps him up.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Critical moment of this conference championship. Third and short on the 7th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
You know, as a quarterback, you end up having one of those days that everybody wants to talk about. How'd you do it? What a big day throwing the football the way he has today. Well, it takes catches like this and efforts like this to be able to allow you to have a great game.
The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
A conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? On third down, he drops to throw. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody same page here. First and goal. Any points will give them the lead here in the fourth quarter. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. And now another kneel down to try to set up the game-winning field goal attempt. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And they cut into this lead now on third and goal. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Third down and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead, and now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
Empty backfield now as they go for 2. And he drops back in the gun. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete. The try fails, and the lead remains 5 points. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to throw. It's Day. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, it's a huge first down for this offense and a good job of stopping the clock, but they've got a long way to go. Got to get into that hurry-up mode and get these plays called quickly.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the fourth quarter, trying to come back to win this game, and the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking deep for late game heroics. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays you can go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
And the pass is incomplete. That's 3 in a row. His passing game out of sync.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Down 5 late in the 4th quarter. Of course, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Touchdown, Owls. They have taken the lead, but time running down.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
The offense will stay out there for a 2-point try, trying to build the lead to 3 points. And they're trying to punch it in here. He'll make it into the end zone, so now they lead by a field goal here in the final quarter.
Chris, I just love the call here in the second half. You're up by a point. Why not go for 2? Push it to a field goal game. Good call by the head coach. I tell you what, this is going to be an interesting finish. We got a good one on our hands here, Chris.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a late deep shot. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, they're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 to become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we'll get to see what they can do.